like and subscribe. Girls of Reddit, what is the hardest thing to explain to a males? The feeling of having a pad stuck between your legs, hot and bloody and sweaty, and having it on during a 12-hour shifts at a warehouse. Only changing between your breaks, and whenever you get the chance to have a pee break, because our job is based on production. There is quite literally nothing sexually stimulating about inserting a tampon. And pulling out a dry one is even worse. *SHUDDERS*. The feeling of a huge period blood clot slowly slime out, and plop right into a wet warm pad. When you fart and it rolls up into your vagina, I call them fart rollups. Exit through the gift shop. Period cramps, and all the other symptoms, like a few others said. Most times it is absolutely debilitating for me. It is nice when guys don't act repulsed by it lol. Or like when are playing it up for attention. Thanks so much for the awards. That having sex for too long can be incredibly uncomfortable. We often don't want to go for hours, and doing so can cause lots of tears and soreness that I know it wanted. When I say just like that, I do not mean now go harder and faster. The worst is when she says that when I am going hard and fast and only have about 2 seconds of anaerobic power left. That foreplay is important and 30 seconds of foreplay does not cut it. Edit. Thanks for the upvotes and awards. I'm new to Reddit, so I was very excited to see I got awards for the first time. Let's us all band together and demand better foreplay. Gynecological care is a lot more than just pregnancies and delivering babies. How a position or motion during sex can feel good one moment and then hurt the next moment. Shifts around. How much PMS actually affects us. And for me personally, it comes a week or two before my actual period begins. It is so stressful and super annoying to deal with. Edit. Wow, thank you for the awards. Of course this does not apply to everyone, and of course men/others know about the whole PMS deal, and I know it anything new. I was just saying it takes a toll, and listing my experiences. I obviously do communicate to others when it happens lol. PMS varies for everybody, and those who relate, well make it though. That going pee on the side of a hiking trail is not a simple task. I cannot just whip it out. That you don't really need or want sex to last all night long. After a while everything just feels overly stimulated. More importantly, that you read the instructions on how to use what you got. Holy I didn't knew it came with instructions. I might have lost mine very early in life then. That they care more about their penis size than we do. Oh, whoops. Oh. I dropped my monster condom that I use for my magnum dong. That sex duration doesn't matter if I don't come. The race against time when coming out of the shower when you are on your period. Related, momentarily forgetting you are on your period after showering and drying that region real good with a Torwello vertical bar and then looking down and thinking *KKKK*. Edit. I am *SO*. Glad this experience I know just me lol. Unprovoked comments about our bodies do not make us feel good. As a girl with big boobs, friends and even relatives comment on it a lot. I try to explain that it embarrasses me, and I am often met with confusion, because it is supposed to be a compliment. That having a C-section isn't the easy way out of giving birth. Sometimes it's life-saving to the mom and baby, and comments like that fuel postpartum depression. That period cramps can cause some women excruciating pain, especially when they have medical conditions like ovarian cysts, endometriosis, etc. I literally have to call in sick at work, because I cannot stand up from the pain. Thank God my supervisors are women. And my mom has to go to the hospital when she gets her period cause she loses so much blood every time. That we exist on Reddit. Edit. I do not know how you guys interpreted this, and at this point I am too afraid to ask. We don't know how to raise/take care of children. We try hard, and learn as we go, and sometimes we get it wrong. If we can try, so can you. Also that no, not all of us want to be mothers. Good sex starts in our minds. Stimulate that first, everything else will come easy. Your relatives talk about your boobs? That's strange. When I started to develop, it seemed like I went from flat to a C cup overnight. Had the lovely experience of everyone pointing it out, but no one took me to buy a bra. I had to figure that out on my own. My dad also started calling me tits, jokingly, which totally didn't give me a complex, or make me insecure, or feel objectified at all. Disclaimer, my parents were aging alcoholics, results may vary. My family has always made comments about my body. I am 30 now, and just last year my dad told me I was getting a belly when I was sitting no vertical bar. I'm 5'4", weigh 120 and very arty vertical bar. It was my organs. It was exhausting. That hormonal birth control has a lot more influence on our life than you might think. It affects our mood, weight, might cause depression, a vertical bar, and still nobody seems to care. How devastating a miscarriage is. I agree. But it just meant that do not understand. When I lost my first pregnancy, my mom came over, hugged me and said she did not understand what I was going through. Then she left. It felt like, because no one could see physical marks on me like in a car accident, I must be fine, and everyone just wanted to move on. No one would talk with me about it. I was angry at the world for moving on, and acting like nothing happened, when I was left emotionally and mentally scarred. A miscarriage is incredibly painful, not just physically but emotionally and mentally. Every year I have to go in for my yearly gynecologist appointment, and every year I have to answer the same questions. How many pregnancies? Of those, how many went to term? Etc. It hurts my heart to answer these same questions every year. It hurts to see that due date roll by. You think how old they would be, what would your family be like, if your child was there? The stigma women have to carry for losing their baby, the fear it will happen again. You are not good enough to be a mom, you cannot carry a baby to term, so you must not be good enough for your spouse. It goes on and on. I remember when I finally came around to trying to have another baby. Went in for my doctor appointment with my spouse. I asked the doctor about what tests we would have to take to make sure we were healthy to try again. She looked at my spouse and asked if he was the father of the baby that we lost, and he said yes. She said he does not need any tests, he got you pregnant before, so it is not his sperm. A woman doctor said that to another woman. No wonder why women carry this pain. The emotional pain never goes away. I'm sorry for you and everyone who has lost a baby. To those who grieve the loss of a baby, your feelings are valid. You are not to blame, and you are strong. The prolonged and sometimes agonizing cramps that we get when we are on our period. My brother calls me a drama queen for fainting a few times, struggling to breathe, getting lightheaded. And then I found a YouTube video of boys simulating that same cramping sensation, and all of them came out if saying that they never knew it was that bad. I sent him the link, but I'm almost positive that he didn't watch it. Here is the video, https://www.youtube.com/watch. V equals ERHDQM 7 yards R4, if anyone is interested. The fact that a pad sticks to the end is not the cooches. How difficult it is that none of our pants have usable pockets. That I can be mad without it being that time of the month. Your vagina doesn't change with each sexual partner. It doesn't get bigger. And the roast beef that men always use to describe women who have had too much sex is just how some women's labias look naturally. Our labia does not change based on our sexual experience. It is outside of the vaginal opening. There is no way for a penis to change it or stretch it. It's just there. Some women have smaller, some bigger, some pink, some brown, some uneven. Unwanted attention / touching / being followed is not a compliment. I had a man fondle my, but as he walked by, I'm talking full on stroking it, while I was playing a video game. Another guy in a primer grey color van following me on the streets, until I was able to lose him in a neighborhood. Men sending me unwanted DMs on Instagram and Facebook, and being all pervy with me. And I'm told I should take it as a compliment, and that it's not a big deal by men of various ages. Especially since I'm fat, and therefore should be grateful for any attention I get. No, men, I'm not grateful. I'm skeeved out and frankly terrified when this happens. That I'm not lying when I say I know a fair amount on X subject. They always either try to trip me up, which will happen, I'm not a computer or a professor lol, and laugh, or try to one-up me. Mainly older men. Do you know where a mansplainer gets his water? From a well actually. What it is like to have a human being growing and moving inside of you. Boobs actually weigh quite a bit. I'm not exactly a small person and I'm on the bigger side, however I have a larger than average chest. Breasts can weigh quite a bit depending on how big they are, and can cause serious back pain. That women are not a monolith and there is not a singular method to make them go out with you. There is no secret combo. If Sheila's not into you, Sheila's not into you. Take the L, and stop bothering her. Just because I'm being nice to a male person, doesn't mean I wanna stick my tongue in his mouth. Some people are just cool, it's their personality trait. And no, I do not need you to explain me everything, I can think by myself. If I had any problem I would look it up on Google, thank you. Edit. Oh my, since this got way more replies than I thought, I'll be answering some. About the green light, and differing between friendliness and genuine interesting, the sign I use, is asking too many questions, and staring too much. It is in fact hard to tell between the two cases. I recommend using a clear communication if you, girl, is interested in someone, something like I'm interesting, in having something more than a friendship. Ask them on a date, buy something out of nowhere, etc. A date idea that always give a romantic vibe is cinema or a coffee shop date. The key is making the person see the difference of treatment. But that doesn't mean you should around with everyone else and be cute only with that one person. Be nice to everyone. I know it's really confusing. In action is way more clear. User who said, let me explain why you want to kiss me, DM me. The fear of having a random man walking closely behind me at night. Edit. Some interesting solutions from men on Reddit. More guns. Segregation. Making sure women always have an escort when leaving the house. Nothing new raging. I am allowed to be an introvert. That it is easy to catch you staring at us. Like you cold note, make it more obviously staring right at my tits or my emotional labor, IRL. That not all girls get mood swings on our periods. You don't have to just instinctively tiptoe around us. If we are on our period you can just ask if we get mood swings or not. Edit. I totally understand that a lot of girls do not want to be asked that question. For them the situation is different. Just for me personally though, I don't mind being asked for the guy's sake of being aware. You've been visited by the ghost of a very important man. Pay your respects by liking and subscribing, and he'll grant you 3 weeks of good luck.